let's look at the StringIndexOf method. So remember, a string is an object that can hold a series of letters, numbers, or symbols. An object has methods, which is something an object is able to do. Now, methods may or may not return something. Methods all have a name. Methods may or may not have parameters. And what it looks like is this: return, method name, and then parentheses, parameters. Now, there are a number of string methods, so we'll be looking at a few of them. So let's look at the IndexOf method. It has a return of an int. It's called IndexOf, and has a parameter of a char. So you have to send a char to the method IndexOf. And then this method returns the first index that character parameter occurs at. So let's create a string s1 equals hello world, int x equals s1.indexOf o. So this is s1's method, IndexOf. I'm sending a parameter of an o. It's going to return an int, so I'm setting that int equal to x. And then I will print it off, so I can demonstrate that it works, as I suspect it does. So IndexOf the C is at 4. Oh, that's supposed to be an O. There we go. So the O is at index 4. Now, an overloaded method is one that has the same name but different parameters. So int IndexOf, oh, we already had that method name, but this one has two parameters, a char and an int. This method returns the first index of the char parameter occurs at, but it starts at the index of the int parameter. So it doesn't start at the beginning like IndexOf does. It starts at the int value given as the parameter. So here, x equals s1.indexOf, comma 7. So it's going to start looking at index 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to start looking at index 7, which is right here. So it's going to find the O right there at index 7, because that's where it occurs at. So let's change this number. Let's say we want to start looking at index 8. Now, there's nothing at index 8, so this will give me return for me -1. When it doesn't find it, IndexOf returns a -1. And there it is. O at 8, that is -1. So it's not there. Now, IndexOf also can receive a string. So look, there we go. It's the same method, IndexOf, so it is an overloaded method. Now it's receiving a string. And it recurs, this method returns the first index where the string parameter begins at. So I'm looking for LO. So it's going to give me the value of where LO begins. So looking at hello world, it's going to give me this index, because that's where the LO begins. So that's index 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to give me index 3. And you can see LO is at index 3. Now, last IndexOf works the same way as IndexOf, but there's one difference. It starts at the end of the string and goes, I shouldn't say back, it goes backwards. So it goes back along the string. So now I'm looking at the L, last IndexOf. So going back to hello world, it's going to find this L, because it's starting here at the D. So that's going to give me the last index, which is 9. And then I can do the same thing where you give a starting position, and it goes, up again, there's typo, it goes backwards. So it's starting at index 5, looking for an L. So index 5 is here, so it starts here. 5, 4, 3. So there's my first L, starting at index 5 is L there at index 3. And there it is, index 3. And that is the end of this lesson.